Glossary and further reading. Glossary. The journey through idealism has introduced us to a range of concepts that might be new or unfamiliar, especially in a world so steeped in materialist thinking. This glossary is here to clarify the key terms we've explored, offering concise definitions to deepen your understanding and make these ideas more accessible. Whether you're revisiting a chapter or sharing this book with others, these definitions will serve as a helpful reference, grounding you in the language of idealism. Consciousness, the fundamental essence of reality, and idealism, the awareness that underlies all experiences, thoughts, and perceptions. It's not a product of the brain but the foundation of existence, often described as a universal mind that connects all beings. Hard problem of consciousness, a term coined by philosopher David Chalmers, referring to the challenge of explaining why physical processes in the brain give rise to subjective experiences, why there's a what it's like to feel, see, or think. Idealism addresses this by positing that consciousness is fundamental, not emergent. Idealism, a philosophical view that reality is fundamentally mental, not physical. In idealism, the world we experience, objects, events, even space and time, is a manifestation of consciousness, a shared dream within a universal mind. Materialism, the worldview that reality is fundamentally physical, made of matter and energy, with consciousness emerging as a byproduct of brain activity. Idealism challenges this by suggesting that consciousness, not matter, is the primary reality. Non-locality, the idea that consciousness exists beyond the constraints of space and time, a concept supported by phenomena like quantum entanglement. In idealism, non-locality means the universal mind connects all things instantaneously, transcending physical distances. Observer effect, a phenomenon in quantum mechanics where the act of observation changes the behavior of particles, as seen in the double-slit experiment. Idealism interprets this as evidence that consciousness shapes reality, aligning with the view that reality is mental. Qualia, the subjective, felt qualities of experience, the what it's like to see the color blue, feel joy, or hear music. Idealism sees qualia as direct experiences of the universal consciousness, not products of physical processes. Universal consciousness, the cosmic mind that idealism posits as the foundation of reality, a single consciousness that manifests as the multiplicity of individual minds and the physical world. It's the ocean that holds all waves, the tapestry that weaves all threads. These terms form the backbone of idealism, offering a new vocabulary to describe a reality where consciousness is the heart of all things. As you continue to explore this philosophy, let these definitions guide you, illuminating the ideas that can transform how you see the world. Further reading. If this journey through idealism has sparked your curiosity, there's a wealth of resources to help you dive deeper into this transformative philosophy. The following books, articles, and thinkers offer a range of perspectives, from historical foundations to modern interpretations, allowing you to explore idealism's rich tradition and its relevance today. These recommendations are carefully chosen to complement the ideas we've discussed, providing both philosophical depth and practical insights for living an idealist life. For a historical foundation, start with George Berkeley's A Treatise Concerning the Principles of Human Knowledge 1710. Berkeley, an 18th-century Irish philosopher, is a cornerstone of idealism, famously arguing that to be is to be perceived. His work introduces the idea that the world exists as perceptions in a mind, held together by a divine consciousness. It's a challenging but rewarding read, offering a glimpse into the origins of the philosophy we've explored. If you prefer a more accessible entry, look for summaries or annotated editions that break down Berkeley's arguments for modern readers. Immanuel Kant's Critique of Pure Reason 1781 is another classic, though it's a dense text best suited for those ready for a philosophical deep dive. Kant argued that we can't know reality as it is only as it appears to us, filtered through the structures of our consciousness. His ideas about space, time, and causality as mental frameworks align with idealism's view of reality as a mental construct. For a lighter introduction to Kant, try secondary sources like Roger Scruton's Kant, a very short introduction, which distills his complex ideas into a more digestible form. For a modern take, explore Philip Gough's Galileo's Error, Foundations for a New Science of Consciousness 2019. Gough, a contemporary philosopher, advocates for panpsychism, a view closely related to idealism, arguing that consciousness is a fundamental property of the universe. His book is accessible and engaging, bridging philosophy and science to show how a mind-centric view can address the hard problem of consciousness. It's a great follow-up to our discussions in chapters 3 and 5, offering a fresh perspective on consciousness in the 21st century. If you're interested in the intersection of idealism and science, John Wheeler's essays on the participatory universe are a fascinating read. Wheeler, a 20th century physicist, proposed that the act of observation shapes reality, a concept that resonates with the observer effect we explored in chapter 5. Look for his article Information, Physics, Quantum, The Search for Links 1989, which is available in collections of his work. It's a thought-provoking blend of physics and philosophy, showing how idealism aligns with cutting-edge science. Finally, for a spiritual perspective, consider the Upanishads, ancient Indian texts that form the basis of Advaita Vedanta, a non-dual philosophy we touched on in chapter 6. The Upanishads describe reality as Brahman, a universal consciousness, with the individual self as an illusion. Eknath Easwaran's translation, The Upanishads 2007, is beautifully written and accessible, offering a poetic exploration of unity that complements idealism's vision. These resources will deepen your journey, helping you explore the vast, wondrous landscape of idealism in all its dimensions.